Robo-color. I continue. Prokofiev 6th, first movement, measure 68. Change. Right, so that's good. Let's see if these intervals are the same. So, perfect fourth, augmented fourth, perfect fourth. What if I look at them differently? Seventh, major third, major third, major third. Okay. That's an easier way of looking at them. So I'm going to group them visually that way. So down a whole step, down a half step, down a whole half step. Okay. All right, I'm always looking for those. I love motives and the way they get repeated or reused, repackaged. It makes it that much more meaningful in the moment. That's quite a decoration Prokofiev has added here. There's a series of grace notes to this A. Let me leave it out for now to see what the basic outline is. So there's this utterance, but there's smash, and then he reiterates what he did a moment ago, and then back. Okay, this is interesting because this time the right hand gets to sustain a melodic outline, and it's the left hand repeated notes in support of the right hand. Ever so slightly awkward figure, so I'm going to figure out the best way to play it. If I just played it as it falls, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Certainly doable, but it doesn't have any pop to it. I wouldn't be able to get to the A the way I'm able to get to all these other accented notes. That's that same A, but made that much more significant because it's approached by that. So I could certainly. It just happens that the figure fits so much better in the left hand than in the right, because 5, 4, 3, 2, the spacing is 5, 4, 3, 2, all side by side in that case, and the thumb, which has by far the biggest spacing, and which I can toss to with my arm. Well, that's the way it should have been. Sometimes it just works. Whoops. Fifth finger, I'm being a little misled by a fingering that goes to the previous line, so I've got to make it a mark to indicate that. Version of this, I've got to change my fingering a bit. This works. 4-3, which would set me up to have to repeat the 3. I'll stick with the 2. Then my arm will shift my hand over. It'll go 3-2-3-1. That's great. To the left hand here, because it has something a little out of the ordinary. Whoops. Should know that the keys it's looking for are right there under it. So I can shift my attention to those little 2-note groups in the left. Right hand shifts. That's it. Right hand shift. Right hand shifts. So there's significant in the second measure, especially shifting of attention. Right hand, left hand, left hand. Right hand, left hand, left hand. Left, left, left. Right now I'm playing my right hand legato, even though it's written with rest between, because it gives me the shape. It will be easy. Something we train our beginning pianists, for example, requires a strategy, because really the fifth certainly doesn't want to cross over the thumb in any way. But if it's a choreographic or positional based thing, especially if I'm aware of what angle optimizes this gesture, all is well. If I try to reach with my fifth or just place the hand, I'm going to miss an awful lot. If I change this angle so that my hand is neutral when I deliver the fifth to the keyboard, it's right there. I forgot my second finger where I wanted it. of the keyboard a little too much to feel the connection of notes, and the spatial and physical connection has to be what I experience, whether it's legato or non-legato. It makes it much easier right away. So, yes, and I look exclusively at my left hand part then. Yes. So. Third finger in the right hand, there's only 3 notes. It's really tailor-made for the right hand. 2 black notes and a white note. So, let's see what I need. 2. As Prokofiev has indicated, of my A to get on the same note on 74.5 at the end. So I think I have a fingering here. Yep. Second finger on 77 on A. Tritone 4-1, probably 4-2 for the 2 black notes, and 5-1 for the 2 white notes. I like it. There's a little bit of hand interference. I have to decide how to deal with it. The right hand has the early black note, so normally I'd think right hand above. Well, I have to reverse. So it's right hand on top and left hand on top. Right hand on top. Up. Up. I could use Italian terms, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and then after all this staggering, they're together, the hands are together. Okay, I only see 2 flats, so I want to make sure I have the right notes. Looks like diminished chord, B flat, D flat, and E. So I've got going to a diminished chord, going to a minor chord, diminished, minor, diminished, minor. Oh well, how nice to be consistent. So diminished, the minor. How about the bass notes? Whole step, half step, whole step. So half step, whole step, half step. Here it's different. Okay. So the minor, the diminished to minor. Okay, that helps. They're exactly wrong. So Prokofiev has written an exit in the left hand. Second note of the slur, unusual. opposite sensation works. And sonority. That's going to use those repeated note figures. So before I quit, I'm going to try to find a convenient fingering. I'm sure a lot of people have fingered this passage before me. Usually on 3-note repeats I go 3-2-1, but that doesn't mean that it'll work here. Because then I have to shift. Normally I would want to have a longer finger here to get me up. Well, what I can do is 3-2-1, 3-2-1, 3-2-1, 3. The beaming is what's distracting. You know, it's really 3-note groups going to the beat with an accent. So I'm going to stick with 3-2-1 for the first 3, and I think I may do the 4th one starting on 4. That'll just give me the free thumb for reaching up the tritone. So 1-3-2, 1-3-2, 1-4-3-2, then 1-3-2, 1-3-2, 1-3-2, 1-3-2. Works just fine. 1-3-2, reiterated. I could reverse that because of the white black notes. Let's see. 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. For comfort. That might work too. Let's see. 2, 1. Well, it works to just go 1, 3, 2, even in spite of the weird black and white shifts. It's rather simple conceptually, at least. Easy to remember. Maybe it's not so easy. If I chose to instead, for the comfort of black and white, the long fingers, I'd go 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2. Most of it is 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2 wins. Because it just fits most of them anyway. So this one is a little backwards feeling, but because it's in isolation, it's just fine. Okay, and I've reached the più mosso, which is a good stopping spot.